every team has performed to their very highest level.
It
has been an absolute joy to witness.
Yes.
And now we are at the potentially last match of the game starting already.
Yep, it is getting started just about now. Time is not perfectly in sync, but that's okay. Maybe I may refresh the streams when we have some downtime, probably in the Samurog cutscene or something like that. See if we can maybe get that aligned a little bit better. I think I have a better time on Mella's stream actually. So oh no, he's dead, so never mind. Cancel that. But yep, of course they're starting the challenge mode. Glenna walking over. This will spawn Ken, as we've seen before. As always, they are just having the bosses spawn on them, and they're already in position before they start the kill. Wonder how close this is going to be on DPS. I think it's probably going to be very close. MNF putting all of their players in one subgroup, actually. Whereas SC actually have a separate subgroup for the Druid, I believe.
I think MNF even did like a cheeky little Storm Spirit precast there. That's cool.
That's nice.
People do that a lot.
That is nice. I mean, everything you can get, right? Every single second is going to count here. We've seen matches come down to 7 seconds, right? So...
maximum tryhard here. Absolutely amazing. I love how everybody's really trying their best.
Yeah, it is really awesome to see just every single advantage that can possibly be found being taken by both of these guilds. It really is an awesome sight to behold.
Wait, SC no challenge mode? Really?
They have no.
Nah, you can see that. Can you see the debuff? You can see the debuff, right? Can you see it ticking down? No, guys, it is CM. It is CM. It is CM. The challenge mode basically gives you this little buff that after a certain amount of time it will auto use your special action hotkey, and you can see it there in Ariel's bar there. It's right next to his celestial. It's this little icon here, and that just ticks down. So it is in fact CM, guys. Come on, let's not spread a little bit of fake news. Ooh, a port though there from MNF. That's going to lose some valuable DPS. Potentially be a little bit risky. But I think right now, the guilds are very, very close indeed. I think accounting for the delay, I would say SC is maybe a little bit ahead on damage.
Well, the DPS meters
do
seem like they...
Yeah. Okay, but I think there really isn't much difference at all. Not much difference at all between these guilds.
Yeah, these aggressive,
exactly equal.
Very aggressive strats, and it's really working out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Snowbirds has someone down, but they got him back.
Yep. Have to be on point. Have to be very, very careful here. As we always say about this particular encounter, it does have a tendency to really get out of control. Bear in mind, these players have only 7 people, so 3 of them having agony makes their actual rezzing power a lot reduced. So if someone goes down, it is very difficult to get people back up without it snowballing out of control. Oh, and MNF, is MNF ahead a little bit now? I think maybe there was a bit of disruption. A bit of disruption in SC's damage output has led to them perhaps falling a little bit behind.
Oh.
Very difficult to say at this point.
Exactly equal, though. I think they're like maybe 1% ahead or something. It's almost exactly.
Very close. Very, very close here. Ooh, I don't even look. I'm just watching, man. I'm just excited. I'm just watching, to be honest, guys.
They're neck and neck.
Yeah, they really are neck and neck here. Ooh, MNF are going to be finish off Ken.
A
few seconds. Ooh, one down for MNF, but can they get him back up?
It doesn't really matter.
I don't think they even.
No, they're not even going for it. So they get the kill at about 3:45, I think. And SC get the kill at about 3:45 as well. So I honestly think, I genuinely think that those guilds were 1 or 2 seconds apart there. As they move on. So, I suppose we should let's try and look at their weird strats, because they claim they are doing some. I really am curious to see what kind of weird stuff, weird shenanigans is going on for MNF. But I don't actually have a POV for that, but that's okay.
Nope. They're hiding everything.
Looks like they're stacking thieves. Stacking 3 daredevils. There must be something.
Wait, thieves?
There were 3 daredevils in that.
Yeah, that's
starting the next event.
Well, fair enough.
I guess the mobility.
Yeah, they want that mobility, I guess, to be even faster.
Very quickly get this shovel, right?
But they probably want to relog though after this, right? So will that will delay them maybe, or maybe they're going to swap out those classes.
Those 3 are the ones sitting. I mean,
yeah. Potentially so. So if we can get kind of some perspective on the action here, but it's mostly relogging action here for MNF.
Through. Not sure though.
Yeah, I can't exactly see if they're through yet or not. Yeah, they actually have got through. They've activated the challenge mode. They've activated the challenge mode, that's for sure.
Means they're going to be going.
Yep, they are going to be going there. Yeah, and that's it. MNF have started MOCM. SC, though, in hot pursuit. They are really, really close here behind. But they...
seconds faster.
Yep, their barricade is down. Yeah, MNF gaining a few seconds there. Gaining a few seconds using that mobility, but they'll be starting up in just a few seconds. I think they were about 5-10 seconds behind there, so a bit of a very smooth transition coming out from MNF.
SC still waiting for those last players to arrive.
Yeah, the little tail.
This will cost them some valuable seconds.
Yeah, they have not got quite the level of organization. MNF pulling ahead quite a bit. Oh, interesting here as well from MNF. They're actually 7-manning this as well, so they will have an additional player to share out later on as well. Which is obviously going to be handy for them.
10-man Deimos is really advantageous, and really 10-man Samurog is probably even more advantageous, I'd say, unless you're using Scourges. But I have a feeling, from what I know from MNF, that they don't like Scourges on Deimos CM, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, let's see. I mean, SC will be able to gain a little bit of ground here, of course, because of their extra DPS class. And it looks very, very clean from both players. Both of them using the middle tanking strategy, so more, but SC deviating from the middle a little bit. I think they actually use that just to cleave out that scout there, actually. They actually killed that with cleave rather with an epidemic, which is a nice little touch there to make sure he doesn't spawn. And it means they can save their epidemic for these, I guess, as they will be respawning shortly. If these guys cross, they will promote themselves into active states and then come and do a lot of damage to you. SC are definitely gaining a little bit of ground. They started about 20% behind. I think that has now shrunk down to more like 15 or 10%.
Yeah, they're exactly 10 right now.
There you have that extra player, of course, paying off. It is a pretty big deal. But they're going to have to counteract that later on because they will have a lower player somewhere else. The Protect used there, fight MNF. So if they get another unfavorable spawn, they will lose people, and that is pretty bad, okay? So they probably... Not sure if they wanted to use it there. Maybe they did it. It could be intentional. They could have this all planned out, of course. It certainly wouldn't surprise me at this stage in the competition. But if they don't quite get the spear and blue square pattern that they desire, they may end up losing people, and that, in such a low-man situation, could be pretty disastrous. Oh, but I think they're... Yeah, they're okay. Good timing there. Good timing there for MNF, actually. That was good. Not any problems there.
Only 8% behind.
Yeah.
The extra DPS is slightly paying off, but not to the extent that they might need.
Nope. That is exactly right. And yeah, they need a little bit more than this. We'll be coming up to MNF taking down Masar Overseer in just a few seconds here.
He is gone.
Yep, that's it. And they're going to be banning their Scourge and the Hollowsmith there. So yeah, they are going to be going. They're going to be going for Weavers for Deimos and Samurog. So not using the Scourge strat. It is riskier, but I believe it's almost certainly faster. And there it is. SC have taken down Masar Overseer, and they're going to be moving on immediately to Samurog. Let's see what kind of strategy they'll be going for. I imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of Chaos Chronos. But what other will they go for another source of stability? That's the interesting question. And the cutscene already has been procced for SC and probably MNF as well. They're just waiting for a few relogs before they get started, having to enjoy this little bit of beautiful roleplay. It certainly was good the first time. Not sure about the 100th time, but that's how it is. That's how it goes, guys. Okay. And yep, the CM has been activated for MNF, and I think they're going to be getting started very, very soon. Just waiting for a few players to get into position. It's going to be Dragon Hunters. A few Dragon Hunters mixed in with the Weavers. They'll probably use this Dragon Hunter not only for the CC, the stability, and the damage, but also for a ban there as well.
Yep, along with the Core Warrior will also be banned, and that'll cover them.
Yeah, and that will do them, so they'll have a clean run with plenty of Meteor Showers for their Deimos. SC kind of scrabbling to get here, I think, accounting for the delay, I think they're starting at about the same time as MNF. However, they do only have 8 players. So this, versus the 9 from MNF, and I think maybe this favors MNF to a certain extent. I think having additional players here is really valuable.
Yeah, definitely. This is a fight where, especially in the later phases, it can kind of get a little chaotic, and you might have to do range damage and won't be able to get perfectly in melee, and it really just helps. Not to mention the extra person helps with CC immensely.
Yeah, and the CC will really impact the DPS. He is completely invulnerable to conditions and power damage. Okay.
But actually, look at what SC is doing. They're not playing a heal druid at all. They're going full off.
Yeah, Condi druid. Yeah.
So really, all that MNF has on them right now is another healer, DPS wise.
So do you think that maybe SC might even have higher DPS then because of that Condi druid?
They very close.
They've caught up. They are like side by side right now, neck and neck.
Here's what surprises me is that they're using. Why are they using Condi Druid and not Berserker? It is better in this fight.
The phases are longer. Maybe it's different.
Well, maybe it's for the immobilize as well, the extra immobilize, stuff like that. And
yeah, that could be.
He doesn't even bring Entangle actually, but
he has the shortbow though. The shortbow.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm not sure is that really enough to bring the Condi. I would expect like on normal mode, power is slightly better, right?
Oh, they face already too.
Yeah,
it's very fast.
Almost the exact same time. 2
But
seconds.
the question is, will SC be able to pull this off without a healer, right? This is still Samurok challenge mode we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is a very risky fight. This is a very risky move on their part. Will they be able to pull
It
this
absolutely is, but I think all of the damage is avoidable, right? You don't really have to take damage here, really.
Yeah.
And because of the Weavers, you have that a bit of passive sustain as well. You have with the stances, right? You have the stances there, kind of sustaining people if they need it, because it causes everyone to get healed using the Weaver. So look, they're really not taking a lot of pressure, and because they have all these boons with the protection, they don't really take too much damage.
Yeah, as long as they can avoid the damage, they will be fine.
I think SC's
really the big disadvantage of the double Condi Druid is your Scholar uptime is a tad worse on average. Like, as you can see, just looking at SC's bar, they have 4 or 5 people right now that are below Scholar.
Yeah, that is true.
That's obviously a big deal with Weavers. A 10% modifier is very strong. I think SC's pulling ahead, maybe pulling ahead. No, not quite pulling ahead. Not quite pulling ahead.
Not quite. Yeah.
The ads here, but only
But they will have
slightly.
an extra player.
Oh, but they are really not far behind MNF now. And yeah, as Yummy just said, guys, SC are gonna have the same number of players. Or they have an extra player even actually going into Demos. So as long as
crucial.
Yeah, as long as they go in mostly even, SC should have a bit of a lead. Well, a bit of an advantage with the extra DPS that they'll have from that. And it looks like, are they going to be able to actually pull ahead here? I think they might be able to, even with a less player.
Easily. They are.
Yeah, they're below 50% now. Yeah.
By very low HP.
They're literally on the same boss percentage. It is insane. No, SC just pulled ahead. 50% versus 51. They're taking it inch by inch.
Yeah.
And SCTC is very on point.
Yeah, it is. And guys, this is a low man, okay? They're low manning and they're breaking these bars almost instantly. Just, if your guild struggles with CC, just consider that, okay? Just consider that, all right?
MNF got it down. Ooh, right there in the
that's
spear.
that's not what they want, but I think they are. Yeah, they are able to get him there. They are able to get him.
No, you got pulled in. You got pulled back in.
Yeah.
He might.
Oh, that is a tight.
Oh boy, yeah.
They can't get him up.
Yeah, that's a tight spot.
He might
Oh,
die.
I think that's going to be a death. That's going to be a death. Oh no! Wait,
he's
got
not.
him.
maybe this. I think that was
That was
a
a red spirit,
spirit.
yes.
Yeah, I think that was a red spirit there.
That was
You
a
can see the spirit explode in
Yeah.
the background there. But that still cost them valuable seconds. All the time they wasted on resting him, right?
Yeah.
And SC at this point is
SC is
ahead.
now 3% ahead.
Yeah.
3%.
Yeah, and they're going to enter that phase quicker, and they're going to probably, unless things go very badly wrong, they will be entering Demos faster than MNF. Oh, but actually, wait, that is so close.
Basically simultaneous.
Yeah, almost identical phase times there.
Wow.
That was pretty insane.
Give my heart a break, guys.
But SC entered this with a speed plants too.
Whoa.
Fading that.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
It's mental.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this in the last preface, but just look how masterfully they manipulated the pathing of Riggin there. See how they had him kind of like move around in a right angle, just beautifully avoiding those spears and just path directly into Samrog so they can push it easily. It really is these little details that makes these guilds great, right? Both of those guilds were doing that. I mean, actually, the Rigum. Oh no, he is kept under control for MNF. He is still under fight, and I think MNF is getting a better end of this. They're going to enter the third phase a little bit quicker, I think. Yeah, because Goldhelm is going to be dead now, and then Rigum is also dead. So yeah, oh nice. So MNF able to gain a little bit of time there, actually, a few seconds, about 5 seconds, I think, 5-10 seconds.
And as you said, it's going to come down to these tiny seconds, right? It's going to come down to this difference. Having all these details, even if they just add up to a couple of seconds. If you have a run like this, if you have clutch teams going at the very highest level, it might just come down to these very few seconds.
Guys, turn the fucking slow mode off. Get that shit out of here. Right, we're not doing slow mode. Let them spam. Let them spam, guys. So it does seem that the split phases for MNF seem to be favoring them, but when it's a little bit faster. Yeah, when it's the boss, maybe SC kind of crawls back. So these guys, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys, this is completely ridiculous. This is ridiculous, right? They're going to finish it. Yeah, they're going to finish it about the same time. Ooh, a cease.
Immediately picked up the downsay. Oh no, that wasn't it.
I think that was a vapor, right? I think, yeah. Ooh, there's a spear spawning, and yeah. SC might be getting bopped a little bit there. Nope, they have the Aegis. Those Aegis procs, man, so very, very strong. Spears being sucked in, so SC will have a lot of space now, probably until pretty much the end of the fight, which is exactly what they want. MNF, I think they're approaching the last break bar right now, but so is SC. Yep, there it is.
Gone in a second.
MNF, really? Oh, they went for a GG there. Yeah, they went for a GG.
They went for the GG.
Yeah. That makes sense. Will SC do the same, though? That's the interesting thing. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They have gone for that GG. Oh, this is unbelievably close. These guilds are so evenly matched right now. Who would have thought it, man? And MNF is going to take down Samrog CM in just a few seconds. Oh, down for MNF, though. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. So about 16 and SC. That was again about 2 seconds of separation, guys.
Now the SSD race is on to see.
Yeah. This is where loading times matter. SC need to go quickly. I think SC might have a smoother transition because I think they had because they had less players. That means it's easy for them to relog, right? Because they already have a player who is not in the fight able to relog. How it looks like MNF are already in the instance as well. Whose transition is going to be better here? This is where playing around the rules is important. Guys, we're actually this is really cool. We are seeing a firebrand used by MNF.
Oh, that is spicy.
Yeah, it's just like a standard DPS firebrand. Yeah, I guess for the Aegis as well.
Yeah, that way they don't have to dodge the bashes.
Wait, are they playing? Wait, what is this composition?
Yeah, interesting. They don't even. I don't know why they need it even.
Yeah, what is that for? Because they already have the Mesmer, right? They have the Mesmer there, but they don't care about that. A really interesting composition. Look at this composition from MNF: double Berserker, double Weaver, double Chrono Firebrand, Druid, and of course the Handguider. That is a really interesting composition from MNF.
MNF did not get the one burn, I don't think.
Oh, but did SC though?
Neither did Snow.
Yeah, SC didn't either, so that's okay. Yeah, both of them not able to finish off that.
Spicy.
Yeah, that is spicy, so no one is going to get an advantage there.
1%. Oh, the SC.
Yeah, SC pulling ahead a little bit. Yeah, pulling ahead a little bit there is SC.
But SC Soul HP is quite below.
Yeah. And without Scourges, that can potentially be a factor. That really can be a threat.
Yeah, it can be.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh.
SC's Weaver gameplay is really good, so it's going to be.
This is the guild when it comes to Weaver gameplay, right? Like, this is where the benchmarks come from. These guys are unbelievably good at these rotations, guys. It's not just on the golem; it's in the fights too. These guys really do have. If you go on radar, guys, we're talking top percentile. Okay, we're talking big percentile, big damage. But that is certainly not worth to count MNF out now at all.
SC is slightly 5% ahead, 5-6% ahead. Wait, it's really going to come down to the very, very last seconds. Because we might see just another Matthias wipe, right?
Yeah, it can happen. I mean, this fight, guys, is very, very volatile. The thing is, guys, so basically the point of this is that you do not have the defensive bubble. There's a bubble when Demos has a spinning mace attack. He's going to one-shot everyone unless you're in a bubble or you have an Aegis. Okay, and basically, in the challenge mode, none of the stuff that helps you is there at all. So you are on your own, right? You are on your own in this fight. So one missed Aegis, not having a block for that lethal global attack is going to instantly destroy the raid. Or at least down a few people. And downing a few people is a big deal, right? That takes time to resurrect them and you lose DPS. Those guys are not going to be casting and dealing damage to the boss if you're dead on the ground. I mean, you have the downstate lava font, but that's not going to cut it.
And Ariel's no longer repping SVC.
Yeah, he realized his mistake, right? You don't want to actually be digging a hole.
And what I'm really looking forward to is in this 50% phase, you can save so much time and DPS on this boss if you manage to come back and kill the Saul before
without it
he
splitting.
splits. And that is very possible with the comp that these teams are using with these weavers. If they can coordinate right, if they can make sure that Saul stays right on Demas, and if they have the DPS, that will definitely save them a lot of time.
Yeah, because with Scourges, you almost don't want that to happen because you get more epi fodder, but it just complicates the fight as well.
I want to remind everyone that if SC actually cocks up here, they are out. They are losing. They're gonna lose the finals. They're 5% different right now.
It's very close.
Did not get the teleport.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, I think that's okay.
But it's okay.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be dealt with so quickly. Yeah, with the power, it shouldn't be a problem. The Saul will not survive long versus all the insane power damage, right? It just won't be enough.
But now they are allowed. They're able to manipulate the puddle, which is gonna give some room for the groups to come back and room to maneuvers.
Hey, and Assault right
that
now is
RNG,
standing.
Yeah, not great there.
I don't think they might. It will not be enough, I think, to phase him before.
Ooh, maybe. No, they don't get it. Oh, and not the best spawn there either. Yeah, not. Oh, I guess it's okay actually.
They can pull him there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Now the other Saul's back in the black.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily have
to.
to.
Yeah, it'll die though. It's not a big problem. That's not a big deal.
He was rather low. They could easily kill him there in the cleave. That was very good still.
MNF could not do it either.
And this is extremely hard, right? This is already hard to pull off in a 10-man, right? Pulling this off in a 9-man, especially if you don't get like the perfect port up.
All right, the prides have begun for Snow Crows. We're going to see how much that hurts them, having to focus a little bit of attention away from DPS and towards pride management.
Absolutely. Yeah, without the Necros in that power comp, it can be a little bit trickier to deal with these. Okay, and yeah, so the mechanic here is, guys, of course, you know, when those get to the Saul, they will deal damage to him. When a Saul dies, you die, okay, because that would be law breaking, and then you're going to see the story, and that would be silly. I wonder if, do you think SC will go for a sacrifice here because they have power?
Oh, I won.
I think so. I would say yes.
I would say it depends.
Who it is, right? Yeah.
You know what?
I don't think that you do that. Like if the druid gets selected, there's no.
So it's going to be Mela. I think they know they are going for the port. Yep, they're going for the port. Yep, they are going for the port. I think that's probably the safer option, and that might be the better option as well. In this particular instance, because you do not want to wipe.
They are ahead right now. They are ahead.
That black expanded, and it looks like the Saul is actually taking some decent damage, but none of the prides have gotten in yet.
Yeah, so that's fine. That's okay.
The druid strategically staying down, so he can continue to entangle these prides, right?
Yeah, good and a CA5 there.
Going down there.
Those hands.
They are very good with that res. Oh, they stepped in a black. That could be bad.
It despawned right away. What?
Wow. Okay. Oh, a little bit of luck there. Quite fortunate. SC able to get a good recovery there. Yeah, they're gonna get that res. Gonna get the res there.
They're taking a lot of pressure there. They're a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the tear's doing
a lot of tiers up that need to get closed.
Demos is on the same health.
This is very close. This is very, very close, guys. This is very, very close indeed.
It actually could not get any fucking closer.
No, it really, really couldn't. It really, really couldn't.
My fucking nerves are on.
This is insane. This is insane.
Down to who gets the
buff. Yeah, the buff for the last 10%.
Yeah, the buff or the long RP.
Yeah.
MNF is actually pulling ahead in the DPS right now. Just slightly.
But
Just
that final
barely.
phase, they have SC does have more bursts, right? They have
Yeah, they have the Weavers, so 10% is relevant. Who's gonna get the RP first though? Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be SC? Oh, it is so ridiculously close. Yeah. Wow, at the exact same time. What? The fuck? Are you kidding me?
The second here.
But I believe SE is behind in time a little
What
bit.
is this fucking
No,
shit?
it's pretty sick.
Oh my god.
How is this even possible? How is it so close?
We're looking at pre-recorded runs of this one.
Yeah. Oh, they both get the same length RP. Here we go. This is gonna come down to like who can get the best burst rations. I think because of the additional Weavers, this may favor SC.
What the
Oh, the meteor shower landing.
Watch the black. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is.
And right now, SC is pulling ahead
Yeah.
a little bit.
Those extra Weavers doing so much damage.
SC's got it.
Yeah, SC are gonna take this, guys, I think.
Immense.
Right.
There he goes.
Wow!
Boom.
Wow, so close.
What? 2%, 3%?
And then yeah,
Oh,
3,
God,
2,
this is-
1.
At this rate, Roadcat's gonna pass out, guys.
I literally am.
That is
fucking seconds.
9
This is the
seconds,
best
but yeah,
run.
this is ridiculous. SC takes the second game by 9 seconds.
Absolutely.
That
And the no mistakes, guys.
All.
These have been extremely risky, quick strats, and they did make no mistakes. Everything has been flawlessly executed. These were two absolutely amazing, great runs. Honestly, guys, MNF and SC.
That is so very impressive there. So impressive. That is the third game that's been less than 10 seconds apart.
Yeah,
And we
Snowcraft
are
getting
getting-
the buff.
Yeah.
We are getting the
really
Doom
helped.
final. We are getting the Wing 5 finale,
Yeah,
guys.
guys, thanks for this. It is now 1-1. So that means, guys, we are going to our final game possible. It's going to be Wing 5.